Good morning, student. Today we are going to study another economic definitions. We have to call scarcity definition. Robbins, who gives a new definition of economics after the Alfred Marshall or Adam Smith. Robin not criticized the Alfred Marshall definition, but also he gives a new definition to the economics. So we are going to study what is the economic definition of scarcity. First, it is written economics is the science which study human behavior. I will explain what is the human behavior. My dear student, here human behavior is which is related with the concern with the economic activities. Okay, as relationship between ends and scarce. My dear student, what is the ends? What is the scarce? Ends means that whatever the resources available, we are talking about ends and scarce means whatever the resource and available for consumption means which have alternative uses. My dear student, what is the alternative uses? You just think, if you have a piece of a land in your so what will you have to do for the land? Either you can build a building, you can use for the crops. So the society is going to decide what is the alternative uses of the resources. So let's talk about the features. My dear student, the first feature is that unlimited wants. This is the main basic things which is given by the Robbins. What is wants? As you know that the wants are going to increase day by day. We have to focus we have to focus on the priorities. So suppose you have a lot of wants, so you fix the priority and then choose the resources. So wants here means unlimited wants we have, but we have to focus on the priority according to the intensity of your requirement. The second point is the scarce means. Here there are two words, scarce and means. Scarce means that the something which is very limited. A means that the resources. So Robbins tells about whatever the economic resources are very limited. Okay. Come to the third point, alternative uses of means. It is a very simple. Alternative means different uses of resources available in the society. I have already given the example of land in which we can use for house, we can use for agriculture, we can use for hospital, we can use for playground, etc. The society is going to decide about what is the alternative use of means. Next, the criticism. Some points of Robbins was not clear. What is not clear? The first thing is that Robbins told about narrow view of economics. What is the narrow view of economics? Narrow view of economics, Robbins especially tell what to do, how to do, who to do. It is only related to the policy matter, but it is not going to complete all the policy matter at the end. Second point, restricted subject matter. What is the restricted subject matter? When Robin is going to try to define the economic, some point is left. The first point is that income. So what is the income? Income determination or in economy is not mentioned in Robbins' definition. The second is that growth and development point is also not mentioned in Robbins' definitions. And unemployment, the topic of unemployment, income determination, growth and development, this topic have not taken in the Robbins' definitions. Third, static definition. What is the static definition? Because Robbins only the focus about the present resources, not talk about the future resources, and not going to tell about what happened in the future on the basis of these resources. So these three points are the criticism where Robbins has already criticized But what is the important for you today? You have to learn three features of the Robbins and three criticisms of Robbins. Okay? So all 3 points you keep remember and try to write 2 to 3 lines for your examination, because in class 11th it always asks what is the criticism and what is the features of any here. I hope my student you have already understand this topic. Thank you.